Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. We are back. This is another video brought to you by my friends at Surfshark. And in today's video, we will be bringing you some Champions League predictions with my friends as well. Rory and Buvey will be getting involved and giving you some of their predictions as well as we look at the underachievers. We'll be predicting who will underachieve in the Champions League this season, who will be the biggest surprise package, top goal scorer, who will be the runner-up, the winner, and where our respective clubs will finish. Obviously, I'm representing United, Buvey representing City, and of course Rory representing Chelsea. We'll get their thoughts as well in this video, so make sure you are keeping it locked and getting your predictions in those comments below. But of course, as I said, this video is brought to you by my mates at Surfshark. Thank you very much to Surfshark for sponsoring us yet again. And Surfshark have an absolutely fantastic deal for you. If you go to surfshark.deals/McKola, McKola, the description has the link for you down there. And also a promo code as well, which is McKola, McKola. And with this, you get 83% off and 3 extra months for free on Surfshark. Now, if you don't know what Surfshark is, it's a VPN which allows you to keep safe on the internet, but it also brings you a load of benefits as well for your phone or your laptop or whatever it is you use to surf the internet. You'll be able to, you know, on Netflix, for example, you'll be able to log in via a different location. So if you're sick of what you've got on the UK Netflix, then you can check out what's on the US Netflix or what's on another Netflix in another country and see what's happening there. Of course, when you go on holiday as well, if you've got something that you want to watch on ITV Hub or on BBC iPlayer or something like that, you can make sure your location's UK and get checking out what's going on the telly in the UK if you've missed something or you want to watch Match of the Day or something like that. On the Twitter or on socials, when you're on there and you see goals and you want to check out goals and then it says your location does not, match up with the location we're in, so you can't watch this. Well, guess what you can do with the app? Change your location and now you can check out that video. So Surfshark's absolutely fantastic and it's got loads more benefits too, which you can find out over there. Surfshark.deals/McKola. The promo code is McKola and you get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. They are basically giving it away. Go check it out and thank you once again to Surfshark for sponsoring the channel. Anyway, let's get stuck into these Champions League predictions with me, Rory and Buvey. Let's get started with who those underachievers will be. My biggest underachievers, I think, this season will be Manchester City. Sorry, Buvey. I do think it's going to be Manchester City. And the reason I say this is because of the fact that they haven't signed that striker. They were chasing our man Cristiano Ronaldo. They were chasing Harry Kane as well quite a lot during the summer. They didn't manage to bring in either of them. And they haven't got an out-and-out striker up top. As good as Ferran Torres can be, Gabriel Jesus, you don't really feel like they've got enough to be able to challenge on all fronts in the Premier League and the Champions League. And maybe domestically that will take, a lot for them. And they'll take their eye off the ball a little bit in the Champions League. And the lack of a striker really will hinder them. So I am going for Manchester City to be my biggest underachievers in this season's Champions League.
Underachievers has to be Man City or PSG. I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to say PSG because I think Man City have got a better chance of winning the Champions League than PSG based on the quality of the league. I think PSG are playing such bang average sides week in, week out. Obviously, the coefficient for France is now lower than it was the previous season. They're the 6th sort of best league in Europe. Messi's not going to improve. Mbappe's not going to really improve against the likes of Rennes and Saint-Etienne and all these teams. No offence, but when they arrive in the quarter-final, semi-final stages of the Champions League, and obviously the final they got to recently, their quality is not quite there for me, based on the rigours of the league that they play in. I saw that for Man City. I think Man City absolutely trounced PSG for a large part of the game in the semi-final, especially in the second leg, and that was just down to the Premier League making Man City a tougher team physically, and sort of even mentally sort of being switched on and playing quicker football. I think when PSG are beaten size 9-0 every week, it's a tougher situation for PSG. So I think they're going to be massive underachievers, especially with that squad that they've now got. I still don't think they're going to win the Champions League ahead of Bayern, ahead of Chelsea, ahead of Liverpool, City, maybe a Juventus, for example. even Barcelona, weirdly, I think are more likely to win the Champions League than PSG, in my honest opinion.
So for the underachievers, I think it's fair to say that this is likely to be Barcelona. I think Barcelona are in total disarray. When you look at some of the players playing for them, Braithwaite, De Jong. I mean, De Jong wasn't getting the Newcastle team, so I don't know what he's doing at the Nou Camp. I feel like they are definitely going to underachieve. It's so difficult, isn't it? I can't really see Barcelona or Real Madrid doing anything. A team that probably should do better than they'll do in terms of underachieving, maybe Juventus. Juventus probably have the personnel that should make it to the semi-final, but I think that they will fall short. So therefore, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus are my 3 to underachieve.
My surprise package for this season's Champions League is Borussia Dortmund. Now, they've just lost Jadon Sancho, but they still have a lot of threats within their team. Erling Haaland will be up there for top goal scorers in the competition, and you know he loves to score a goal or two. You got the likes of Jude Bellingham in that midfield position as well, who is obviously getting better and better as he continues to get more experience. And I really do think, despite the loss of Jadon Sancho, that Borussia Dortmund could be a threat in this tournament. Obviously, they've got the likes of Besiktas, Sporting and Ajax in their group. I think they'll go through in that group. And once they're in the knockout stages, with Erling Haaland in their ranks, no team will want to come up against them because he is always a threat. And I'm a big, look, Jude Bellingham's no secret. Everybody knows he's a massive talent, but I'm a big fan of his. I want him to be at Manchester United one day. And I'm afraid that if he does really well this season, we might just get priced out of the market. But I think they could be the surprise package.
Surprise for me, AC Milan. I absolutely love AC Milan. Obviously, one of the great old clubs in Italian football. They're back in the Champions League where they should be, along with Inter, which is really exciting. But I think Zlatan is a big factor. I know he's old and I know he's had a big injury recently, but he's come back, he's scored on the weekend. Him and Giroud are the kind of players that could nick goals here and there. And with fans back at the San Siro, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of weird quarter-final, semi-final run for AC Milan, but I'd absolutely love it if that was the case.
The surprise package. Now, it's so difficult, isn't it? Because when we are dealing with the top tier, the creme de la creme of European football, it's so difficult for anyone else because the elite are so elite that it's so difficult for anyone else to really get a look in. You know, when we look at outsiders, baby, and we're suing the courts, it's very much, it feels like a thing of the past, you know, Woking beating Coventry in the FA Cup, or Hereford, Ronnie Radford and all that. It doesn't feel like that happens in European football to the same degree because the elite are so elite. But there are some very good teams that I think operate slightly outside of the favourites. And if I were to pick a team away from the obvious teams that could win it, I think for me I'm going to go Borussia Dortmund. Primarily because they have one of the best centre forwards in the world. And when you have that at your disposal, you can beat anyone. When you have somebody who has the most ruthless eye for goal in the league, it's almost a certainty that you could potentially beat anybody. And when you look at how well they did against Manchester City last year, they could have knocked them out in the quarterfinal. Jude Bellingham's goal should have stood. Had that stood, it could have been a very different story. So they can do it. They have the players that can do it. I obviously think it's unlikely, but if I'm going to pick an outsider or an unlikely surprise package winner, I'm going to go Borussia Dortmund. Actually, if we're going to pick an unlikely winner, we should probably go Man City. But no, Dortmund.
My top goal scorer for this tournament, Cristiano Ronaldo. Surely it's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, even if Manchester United got just to the quarterfinals or something like that at this competition, you'd expect Cristiano Ronaldo to be there or thereabouts. You look at Manchester United's group, you got young boys, Atalanta in there as well. And who's the other one? Villarreal. Now, I know historically, 4 draws against Villarreal in the group stages of the Champions League, all being 0-0, doesn't suggest good things for Cristiano Ronaldo in these group stage games. But you know, coming up against those teams, he'll be confident of getting loads of goals. I think Haaland could challenge him. Benzema, also Lewandowski's an obvious one as well. Maybe Messi, although you'd expect the goals to be shared out in Paris. But I do think Cristiano Ronaldo will be Manchester United's main goal threat. This will be one of his main tournaments for this season. You doubt you'll see him in the domestic competitions, cup competitions. Premier League, Champions League is his bag. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's top goal scorer.
Top scorer, do you know what? You have to go with Ronaldo. He's one of the highest scorers in Champions League history. Scored tons of goals for Real Madrid in the Champions League, obviously more than Man United based on his time at Real Madrid. And I think the way he started already for Man United, it wouldn't surprise me if he takes the Champions League really seriously and against some of the lesser sides that United will play in the group, rack up a few goals early. So I'm going to go with Ronaldo.
The top goal scorer in the competition is Viva Ronaldo, isn't it? I can't look beyond Cristiano Ronaldo in almost anything. The inevitability of the guy, the brilliance of the guy, he is everything in football. You know, I rate him so highly and I can't see it not being Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now this is where we get into the nitty gritty. Runners up, who will finish second place in this season's Champions League? Obviously last season, Chelsea beat Man City, but who will be losing in this year's final? I have gone for, Mystic Mac has gone for Paris Saint-Germain. Finishing second, runners up in the final. I've got Paris Saint-Germain. I think they will have a great run this season. When you look at the teams, that the players that they've brought into their team, when you're looking at the likes of Sergio Ramos and Messi, their experience, Wijnaldum's another Champions League winner. They've brought him into the mix as well. Paris Saint-Germain have quality in all areas. Mbappe, Neymar to add to there as well. Keeping Mbappe was huge for them. And this is one last chance because Mbappe is probably going to go to Real Madrid for this team to possibly win the Champions League. And I think they'll just come up short, runners up again.
Runner-up, it wouldn't surprise me if PSG got to the final or Man City. I'm going to go with Man City. I think we're going to get to the final, It might be a Liverpool City final, who knows. I think we've got more than the experience to get to the final. I'm worried again that we might lose it. You think of Atletico a couple of times getting to finals and just not having that kind of nous to get over the line. It wouldn't surprise me if City got to a final with the quality we've got in the squad and Guardiola plays Ederson at the base of midfield or something crazy like that. So, yeah, I think City have got a very, very good chance of getting to the final and losing, but PSG as well should be expecting to get to a final at least.
I think the final will be contested between Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain. So a PSG-Chelsea final. Therefore, PSG will be my runners-up.
So, who will win this competition? I'd love to sit here and say I think Manchester United are going to win it and 4 is coming. But I expect that our chase for 21, and with 21 coming, that will probably take a lot of our attention this season. And for that reason, I am going for Bayern Munich to beat Paris Saint-Germain in the final of the Champions League. I haven't got any English teams in the Champions League final. Maybe they'll get to the semi-finals or something like that. But I am going for Bayern Munich to beat Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League final. Lewandowski possibly to win it again in one of his latter years. Will he play in the Champions League at a top level again? When players reach that age, as fit as he is, as much goals as he has in the bag, as much time as he can have off in Germany, he will always wonder, can I do it? Can I do it at the top level? And I think he will do it once again at the top level and maybe eventually get that Ballon d'Or that he deserved in the end of the 2020 season, because he really did. So I am going for Bayern Munich to win this competition. And, I think there's a lot of pressure on a lot of the other teams. Paris Saint-Germain with Messi, Man United with Ronaldo, Chelsea being the cup holders, Manchester City not signing a striker and all the pressure being on them. And I think seasoned pros, seasoned vets like Bayern Munich could come through and win the trophy.
I think Liverpool are my favourites to win it. I think at Anfield, with fans back in the stadium, this side have probably got one more run in them before players get moved on or they're a little bit too old. Van Dijk's back in the squad. I think they'll think that the Champions League might be a little bit easier than winning the Premier League based on how many games there are in the Premier League and their squad depth. And I think with Van Dijk back, it's a massive factor.
I genuinely think that Chelsea are in with a shout, and I concede that there is obviously a bias here, but I think that Chelsea are well suited to the Champions League. I think the way that Thomas Tuchel manages suggests that he is well equipped in this competition. Got to the final with Paris Saint-Germain, didn't go his way, got to the final again, won it. He will be desperate to retain it. Chelsea are a club that naturally have a strong history of accruing silverware in Europe. 8 times we've won European silverware, which is a stat I'm very proud of. We are London's representative in Europe. So I think Chelsea can win it. I also have to acknowledge, you're not going to like this, but I think Manchester City are going to win one. I think the inevitability of City winning one is going to happen. Whether it's this year or not, we can debate, but they will win one within the next 5. So I think they're in with a shout. But I also think you are. I also think Manchester United are, primarily off the back of your transfer window. When you bring Rafael Varane and Cristiano Ronaldo into a side, the elevation is almost insurmountable, and therefore, of course, you're in the conversation. Paris Saint-Germain cannot be overlooked, but I think that Paris Saint-Germain, along with, if it's not Paris Saint-Germain, it will be an English club. I truly believe that. I think Bayern obviously deserve acknowledgement here, but for me, it's an honourable mention. I think the English clubs are going to be too strong. I think it will be one of Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Paris Saint-Germain. I can't see anyone in St. Petersburg aside from those 4 winning it. And if you force me to pick one, I'm going to go Chelsea.
Right then, where do I think my club, Manchester United, will finish in this season's Champions League? I think we'll get through the group stages. And I think we'll get through a few knockout stages as well. I fancy us to be in the quarterfinals. So I'm going to err on a positive side and say Manchester United will get to the semi-finals, and maybe a little bit of inexperience will mean we pull up short in this competition with the likes of Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich in their recent finalists, etc. But I am confident that we can do quite well in this competition. The addition of Varane, the addition of Ronaldo, but you do worry about that midfield area. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the Champions League last season, as good as some of the games were against PSG and Leipzig at home, we also failed. So we have to, obviously, he has to prove himself in the Champions League. Varane and Ronaldo are massive additions, and I think they'll help us get to the semi-finals. Whether we can convert that to a final and lifting the trophy, who knows? But I think semi-finals for Man United, which would still be good, to be fair.
Where City will finish, I think we'll come in the top 4, if that makes sense. I think we'll get to the semi-finals. If we don't get to a final and win it at some point, it will be hugely embarrassing. And getting to that final and losing it in the way we did, because we were the better side than Chelsea going into it, and we tinkered with the squad so much. Guardiola did a classic Guardiola, and he's never done it in a final before, and it's his first European Cup that he's lost in a final. And it was really sad. It was really sad as a City fan. I know United fans watching this, Adam, mate, would have loved it, but I think it was a shame for the game as well. I think we played really poorly and we weren't very exciting. We didn't play to our usual standard, and I think it was actually a relatively poor Champions League final in terms of quality. I'm sure many United fans wouldn't care about that, the fact that City lost, but I'm just hoping City can get to another final and show what we're all about, and hopefully with Jack Grealish we've got a better chance of doing that.
I'm convinced that Chelsea are going to win it, Adam. I really believe that we can. Retaining the European Cup, can you imagine? Like, retaining the Premier League is a huge achievement. I think what you achieved 3 in a row is almost insurmountable, isn't it? And you sing about it and whatever, and rightly so. It's an unbelievable achievement. But retaining the European Cup, no English club has done that, have they, in its current form? I know Forest did it, despite only winning the Premier League, the Football League once. They won the Football League once, but the European Cup twice, because they went in as holders. Little known fact. But I would love to retain it. So I'm going to go with Chelsea. If Chelsea don't win it, I want Ajax to win it. I've got a real soft spot for them. You don't worry about a thing.
Anyway, there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in to our Champions League predictions with me, AdamMcKola, Rory, and of course Buvey. And thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video as well. Remember, surfshark.deals/McKola, the promo code MCKOLA for 3 months extra free and 83% off as well. Imagine that, 83% off your first month and 3 months extra free. They're basically giving you 4 months. 4 months. Get on it. The link's in the description below. Thank you to those guys for sponsoring the video yet again. And of course, keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV. Subscribe, like, comment and share. Subscribe to Rory's channel. Subscribe to Buvey's channel. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.